I'm going to do another video of a Chris Reeve knife that I'm thinking about putting up for sale. I've done this in the past, and I think this works pretty well to kind of show the knife and the condition that it's in, so the buyer gets a good idea of what they're purchasing. Um, this particular knife is a 2010 Chris Reeve small Sabenza 21 with the Insingo blade. As you can see, it's the plain scaled version, no inlays or graphics or anything on it. Everything that's shown right here is included. So it has the knife, Chris Reeve lanyard, Chris Reeve microfiber cloth, the birth card. Here you can see 2010, May 25. It's got the warranty registration card, and the caution, knives are sharp. What would you do without that? And got the box. The box is really in excellent condition. No damage to mention. And then inside the box, it also does have the little factory Allen key, hex head, wrench, whatever you want to call it in there. So let's take a look at the knife itself. This knife is in excellent condition. I bought it used on Blade forums. This is one I never thought I would sell. And honestly, this knife may never make it for sale. I bought a couple others, and I'm thinking about selling this one, so I'm going to make the video while there's some decent light out here to do it. So right here on the pocket clip, that is where you're going to see the most significant damage on this, or it's not damage, just the most significant mark on this knife. You see a little line there, a little line there on the pocket clip. And honestly, that's about it. Notice this is the, it has the double studs. It's all silver hardware, the bead, back spacer, all that. Let's go ahead and pop her open here. Now the action on this guy is a little bit stiff. I backed the pivot screw off just like, almost imperceptibly. Just a tiny turn, not even like an eighth of a turn or something. It's a very small amount. That will break in over time. This knife just hasn't been used though, so it needs to have that pivot worked open and closed to make that a little bit smoother. The edge on it is very good. There are no chips, no rolls, flat spots, anything like that. Let's take a look at the blade. You can see it's got that stone washing, so it's got all kinds of little markings on there from the stone washing, but that's the factory look for the blade. Get it in some different light there to catch. Wipe it off a little bit. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about on this knife because it is in excellent condition. See if we can spot anything on the handles here. Just that glaring little scratch or two there on the pocket clip is really all I'm seeing. Come down here. Now I have had this knife disassembled. I greased this with Slide Glide grease to help kind of smooth up the action a little bit on it. Now you will notice on this, or I'll tell you what, I actually did a video with this knife where I demonstrated that the finish on this is a little bit smoother than the other Chris Reeve knives that I own. Let me see if I can pull one out here, kind of show the difference in the handle. I'll put a link to that video too, so you can really see the difference on them. So this is actually a Chris Reeve small classic, but this finish is very, very smooth compared to my other Chris Reeve knives, and you'll notice that the logo on it is actually deeper. It's etched deeper in the handle than some others. But like I said, there's a better video I did where I show the difference in the finish, and this one has a smoother finish I really like. But yeah, if I end up putting this up for sale, it'll most likely be on the Blade Forum Exchange. And I'll have a few photos of it there, and you can always ask questions about it if you have any questions. Real quick, we'll show the centering and the lockup on it. There's the centering. You can see this thing's just dead centered. Let's see if we can get a good view in there with the white background. Yeah. It's dead centered. That looks like a little scratch there. It's actually a piece of thread or something from the lanyard. But yeah, dead centered. And lockup. Very solid lockup on this knife. As you can see, it's got Chris Reeves typically have a little late lockup on there. I'd say this is pretty standard, pretty typical for those knives. And something else I always like to show is the date codes on the handles. Can we get some light in there? It looks like Bravo 09 and then Alpha 10. If you can see that in there. There we go, Alpha 10 on that side. And some of these, the Chris Reeves, of the ones that I have, some of them will match the date codes on the handles and some don't. So don't concern yourself with that. But there it is. May end up for sale somewhere. And if I do that, then I'll post a link to this video.